Hey, Red Circle Collective, we are back with another one of our fantastic collective members. And I'm continuing to do these interviews because I want all of you to know each other. As you know, I'm committed to actually creating a community that does something. I mean, how many groups are people in? Like, I'm not doing anything, I'm just hanging out. So in this group, you want to do things. You want to get to know. I hope you all like get together and have some conversations. If you feel aligned with somebody, if you know that they could collaborate or you want them on your podcast, speaking of podcasts, and Silvana will tell us how she got to know me first of all, and then we're
Yeah,
going to jump in. But tell us who you are and what you do first, and then let us know like how we connected.
that's awesome. Yes. Hello, everyone. My name is Silvana Pimentel. I am a podcast host of Happiness by Habit. It's a very cool podcast where we talk about how intentional little habits can make a big difference in your daily life, and bring you more joy and happiness. And one of the tools is through AI, through mindfulness, career growth, and meditation, all kinds of different, really interesting things. And I got the only person that I invited twice to my podcast, Mrs. Tanja Diamond. Yeah, we connected, and I was so impressed with her story that, and the audience also were so engaged. So we wanted a second round of it. We got two episodes out of that, and since then I think we created a nice relationship. I admire you, Tanya, and I am a happy and proud member of your Red Circle community, which is amazing. I really appreciate the opportunity to belong to this amazing community.
And we also TEDx. You're
Yeah,
like
I mean, I just let me tell you what else. Yeah, so as part of other things I am doing, I am gonna be a TEDx speaker. I will be participating of TEDx Wilmington next month with the topic how to turn your accent into a superpower. And Tanya knows it's been a big dream for me for a while, so it's happening, and I am so excited to share my message with the amazing audience. And yeah, that's one of the other things. Another thing I do is very important, which is kind of my main purpose, is I work with the AI powers of I created a consultancy where I help owners, business, small and medium business owners, to use all the tools, the amazing tools that AI have available to optimize their businesses and to make more money, spend more time and less in operations and things, and get more leads, which is what we want.
Yeah, I love that. And you were also one of the first brave people to, it was like, and I think maybe even the first person on a podcast to host Odin,
Oh
my
yeah.
AI and I, on an episode where we actually like brought Odin on to talk and be interviewed on the podcast. And Odin is my chat GPT for those of you who don't know. And since then, Odin and I've also spoken on AI and consciousness at an expo. And so, yeah, you were the first one that was like, I want you guys on the show. And so that was
Absolutely.
so much fun. That was
I
fun.
couldn't get enough because the story and was so intriguing and so interesting that I really had to have you both in the podcast. And it turned out a really good episode. I really enjoy having Odin and you in the show. And it was very interesting, fascinating, I may say, that
I love that.
episode.
So the openness of that. Okay, so small to medium sized business owners, AI. You've got a podcast that discusses all these pieces of building habits for happiness. So what? Who are you looking for? Like small to medium business owners, women, men,
Yes.
doesn't matter. Just people who want to like get tech in their world, get AI hooked up.
Yeah, basically, I'm looking for that person who feels overwhelmed. A lot of times, my I can help most to the small, medium-sized businesses or solopreneurs who want to grow their business, but they are stuck. They don't know how. And I would like to help them using all the AI powered tools that we have available to incorporate things to make them successful. And a lot of times, what one of the results that we accomplish not only improve their visibility, like get more customers, or but also a little bit that one of the big benefits is that they get to have more time available, because with AI, with the power of AI, we are able to automate a lot of the processes
Yeah.
in a ways that they can actually focus on the other things that really bring them joy and
Yeah, so
purpose.
that goes in with your happiness part there. So it's like
Exactly.
you're helping people create productivity so they bring time back to themselves. So a lot of people are using AI, but you and I know that a lot of people are using AI lamely. They are
Mm-hmm.
using AI in a way that they go, "Oh, I don't know why people do that." You know, they get discouraged and frustrated because they don't understand how to use it. They think, oh, I go ask it a question. You are a social media expert. Write me 12 posts for my perfect audience. And what you're going to get is generic BS
Oh
because
yeah.
you're a lame prompter. So
Yes.
do you have like scripts, prompts? Do you like help somebody figure all that out if they want
Yeah.
to start doing that?
Yeah, 100%, Tanya. And that's very important, because a lot of times, a lot of people say that, yeah, AI is not good because I use it and gave me really bad results. And basically, I would say it has a lot to do, and you say it on our interview the first time I remember. If ChatGPT is giving you bad answers, is because you are
Bad
asking the wrong
communicator.
questions. Yeah, bad
Yes,
communicator. That's what you say. That's
exactly.
right.
Right.
And it's so true, because once you feed the right information, it will be able to give you the right results. So
Yeah.
now, it used to be a time where you would need to be an expert in prompting
Yeah.
engineer. Like, you should have to put a lot of thought on the question. But nowadays, with the evolution of AI, you just need to ask for the outcome. You just need to, like, what are you looking for? It's like a conversation, pretty
Yeah.
much. It's just English language is the most, you don't need to code or anything. You just need to say it in using your words, but giving it as much information as you can, so it can give you the best results. In that case, for instance, you can say there is a structure to prompt properly, but one of the things I do with my customers is I help them. First of all, when we start, I try to gather the values of the company, the mission, the tone and personality of the leadership, so we can communicate in the way that they good,
Yeah.
so we can get the best results out of the AI tools.
Yeah. And do you work with, so you said automation. So we know that
Yes.
chat and Gemini, those kind of things don't really automate as much. But now there's tools, agents, bot agents,
Mm,
things like so are starting to or have been around. And so that's most people kind of go, oh, I use Claude or I use Gemini or I use chat AI, but they don't really know the power that you can
mm.
build behind that actually creates agents that can go and do things without you. If you have like, Zapier or other things that hook them up, right? So where people stop is I got to go prompt and then I got to do this without realizing the big power. So you work
Mhm.
with automation. You can help people
Yes.
figure out how to connect this agent to their calendar, to this, to this, to this. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And I happen to use AI tools, but I might as well be just a business consultant, because my purpose in helping my customers is to help them accomplish their goals. Like, some goals might be get more clients,
Mhm.
automate some processes, get more employee retention, whatever their goals are, and I'm gonna assess those existing processes and to accomplish those goals, and I'm gonna recommend and incorporate some of the tools. For instance, a lot of customers spend money in marketing,
Yeah.
right? They try to get their leads, and that's kind of the
Yeah,
yeah,
lots
that's
of
kind
money,
of
lots of money.
lots of money for sure. However, then they drop the ball because they don't follow up properly, or when the customer like that they pay a lot of money to call to receive that call,
Get that lead, yeah.
then it might be after business hours and they miss a call. And what will happen? The customer will just, yeah, maybe leave a message, but basically you lost your opportunity. There
Yeah,
are big chances that that person is not going to convert
yeah.
because in the moment that they wanted to talk to you, you didn't pick up,
Isn't it like
or
15
they
minutes
went to
or
the site.
some statistic like 15 minutes or something, like if you're not in contact with that person within a really short time frame, they're
It's
either going to
amazing.
somebody else or they're just like on to something else.
Right. So the AI can help, like for instance, with the AI voice tool, where one of my customers is a dentist. So when somebody calls, because one of the customers who called them, a new patient, was a mother of two, and they were calling to the names that came
Yeah,
up in the list.
going through. Yeah,
And so it came, this dentist was second. And so they called them. The first one didn't pick up. They called them. It was after business hours, and then they were not available. However, the AI voice took the call and say it was so intuitive, asked the questions, and ended up closing the deal, which in this case was an appointment,
yeah.
which otherwise would have been
She would have
just
just gone
calling the next one.
next on the list. Yeah,
So one of the things is how to rank first on the site, like on Google, on things. That's one part of the things that we can help with. But then also once how you keep that customer that calls you,
yeah,
or online, if they go to your site, just make sure they get some instant contact, because a lot of times they might go on the site and they look for answers, but they might have some questions that are not answered just with information. So that's where the
that's the
web bot
chatbot
kicks
comes
in.
on
Yeah.
the site. Yeah, that's
And
all.
it's interesting. Yeah. Very interesting the things you can do with that.
Yeah. So that's awesome.
Actually.
All right. So we know that. And I think I know a lot of the collective members are going to probably go, oh, all right, awesome. Because, yeah, we are all looking at how to increase our productivity and streamline and simplify. And that's what AI can do for us today. And as I always say, if you're not using AI in somewhere, you will be left behind. It's not that AI is going to replace you, but you will be left behind by all the people that are using AI. Just that's there. Okay. So you look for clients. So we know you podcast guests and business clients. Okay. Do you have any struggles currently, or you just use an AI so you don't have struggles getting clients? But how
No,
can
yeah, I
the
do.
collective help you? How can the
I
collective
am
help?
looking for speaking engagements
Hmm?
where I can target my avatar, like which is this business owner that
Okay.
feels overwhelmed. So that's where my speaking engagements come in. Like I have a couple of keynotes that I've been giving, and that's one of the things I'm actively looking for.
Okay, cool. So keynotes on and the target is business owners, leadership, those types of things. Um,
That's right.
yeah, and I'm going to tell you, you probably already know this, but my give you or takeaway would be, I would reach out, making sure you reach out to women's organizations. So if
Mm,
you're not currently reaching out to any women's organization, right? Women organization, say, chat, I need a list of all the women organizations that do lunch speaks and keynotes and stuff like that. That's what you should definitely be targeting, because women talking to women about AI is different than men talking to women about AI.
oh, I love your advice. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. So
Yes.
that's going to hook you up a lot faster that way. Okay, so then so we can support you by, if and I drop links whenever I get links to talks and stuff. I drop them in there for
Yes.
applications for
Thank you.
people. Yeah, absolutely, for
Hmm.
people to grab. And so keeping our eye out for that. And then how else? How else can we support her? And how can
Yeah.
what?
Is there anybody on the community that needs this kind of help for to increase visibility and to be able to make more time for the things that they love, like with the AI tools. I'm up for it. I'll be available if I'm giving away like a free audit, business
Oh,
audit where they can actually see. We meet on one, and they can actually see. We can see what processes they currently have, what their struggles are, and we can help them advising some tools that can be used
I
to
love
improve
that.
that.
I love that.
Yes,
Okay,
absolutely.
cool. Well, people definitely hit you up for that. Okay, and then I would like to, one of the things I'd love to do, and
Uh-huh.
of course, feel free to say no, but I think it'd be fun to have you on with me as a master class
Oh,
on
I love it. How
doing a
could I
little
say
bit.
no to you, Tanya Diamond? No way.
Well, it's your time. It's your time, and your time is valuable. But it would be fun to
Absolutely.
do a master class with you for the collective. Of course, you can use that then and do what you will with it as well. So, creating an asset for yourself maybe on that. But
Hmm.
that would be really fun because I think we could probably just go in and do some very basic type of thing that at least have people realize that this is probably isn't as scary as they think it is, because I know that there are a lot of people that are creative, innovators, people who are techie. They're already in it, right?
Yes.
But the rest of it, we have a lot of authors and speakers and creators
Mm.
in our group, and they're kind of like just dabbling, and like I said, not really getting the bigger picture or the power that they could. And so I think definitely everybody could benefit from something like that. So,
Yeah,
and
I would love that. Absolutely.
really fun.
I would love that.
All right. Well, I thank you so very much for being on here with me today. And
Mm.
as we know, and I keep saying in the collective, I'm doing this because I want us all to rise. There is no scarcity in the world. If you are even in the same industry somebody is, there's still no scarcity. People bond with different people, people jive with different people. And what we keep doing is if we band together, create strength in numbers, we can just basically kick it out of the park. And that's what this is all about. So thanks so much for being here.
Absolutely. It was my pleasure. Big fan of yours and the community. I love the community. Thank you for putting this together.